SEBA Board HSLC Exam. Question Solutions. Class 10. Section B. English Grammar. Substance Writing. All questions and answers in one short video. 11. HSLC 2008. If a nuclear bomb were to be dropped anywhere in the world, it would endanger life on Earth. Because apart from human lives, it would destroy plants, animals, birds and insects, and large areas of the Earth would become barren and lifeless. Isn't it sad that man should utilize scientific knowledge for destruction? Yet, there is also the bright side. It is equally true that welcome discoveries of science and technology are marvels that have to be seen to be believed. Can you make a list of the wonders that science has achieved in the fields of communication, engineering, agriculture, medicine, etc.? It is true that man has suffered, but man has also benefited greatly by the work of devoted scientists. Read about their lives, their hard work, dedication, diligence, and perseverance. The study of science can be an extraordinary experience, opening the doors to the new worlds for you as well. Answer: the use of nuclear weapons would be catastrophic, destroying all forms of life and leaving the earth barren. It is unfortunate that scientific knowledge is often used for destruction. However, science also has a bright side, bringing remarkable advancements in communication, engineering, agriculture, and medicine. Despite the suffering caused by science, it has also greatly benefited humanity. The dedication and perseverance of scientists have led to incredible discoveries. Studying science can be an enlightening experience, opening new doors of knowledge and possibilities for the future. 12. HSLC 2009. The idea that education should cover all useful fields of equipment is futile and erroneous. The limitations of time and immaturity should be kept in mind, and more time should be spent on evolving the capacity to acquire knowledge and to think right than on substantial equipment straightway. The pressure of too many subjects is not a good thing for the young brain. On the other hand, it is only when the brain is young that the capacity to think right can be developed and correct methods of work can be implanted. To give an example, I would point out that history cannot be understood by boys and girls who have not seen or experienced much of life and its problems. The brain is a machine which should be properly assembled and adjusted during youth. Once this is done, it will take care of itself, and there is plenty of time for acquiring information in all branches. The stress during youth should be on training on creating a habit of correct observation, of scientific curiosity, and of thinking right, and not on cramming the brain with information. Answer: education should focus more on developing the ability to acquire knowledge and think correctly rather than overloading students with too many subjects. The young brain should not be burdened with excessive information, but should be trained to observe, think critically, and develop curiosity. For instance, history is difficult to understand without life experience. The brain, like a machine, must be properly trained in youth so that it can function effectively later. Instead of mere memorization, education should aim at developing correct observation and reasoning skills, as there is ample time to gain information later. 13. HSLC 2010. Try to be brave and firm, fearing God and fearful of none. In every action in which you take part and in all you say, let only this thought be in your mind: is what I am doing or saying right? And if your conscience answers yes, then do or say that thing persistently, fearless of all opposition. Some of your companions may be against you. You may sometimes lose the of men, but never mind. Persevere and be brave, for God is on your side. You need not care what the world thinks of you, so long as you know your purpose is honest, so long as you are true to your conscience. The heart that is pure may well be courageous, for it has nothing to fear. Therefore, do what is right. Answer: one should be brave and firm, fearing only God and not others. Before speaking or acting, one must ask if it is right, and if the conscience agrees, proceed fearlessly despite opposition. Some may disapprove, and one might lose favor, but perseverance is key, as God supports the righteous. The world's opinion should not matter as long as one's purpose is honest. A pure heart has nothing to fear. Therefore, one must always stand by what is right, regardless of challenges. 14. HSLC 2011. For many people, the immediate reaction to a spider, snake or lizard is to yell, kill it. But in most cases, the best thing to do is simply let it be. Spiders may look creepy, but they eat harmful insects. A wolf spider, for example, does not trap its prey, but actively hunts down ticks, cockroaches, and other insects. So, when I see a wolf spider in my garage, I let it alone. Though it is ugly and its size is formidable, I know that it is beneficial. Occasionally, I see a snake in my yard or garden, but I do not run for a hoe to kill it. I know that snakes eat insects and small rodents that feed on plants. So, if I have beautiful flowers or delicious tomatoes and squash, it is partly thanks to the snakes that keep pests from devouring my garden. Answer: people often react to spiders, snakes, or lizards with fear and try to kill them, but it is usually better to leave them alone. Spiders, like the wolf spider, help by eating harmful insects. Though they may look frightening, they are beneficial. Similarly, snakes control pests like insects and rodents, which helps protect plants and gardens. By allowing these creatures to live, we indirectly benefit from their role in maintaining a balanced ecosystem. 15. HSLC 2012. Trees give shade for the benefit of others, and while they themselves stand in the sun and endure scorching heat, they produce fruit by which others profit. The character of a good man is like that of trees. What is the use of this perishable body if no use of it is rubbed? The more scent does it yield. Sugarcane, the more it is peeled and cut into pieces, the more juice does it produce. Life itself is unprofitable to a man who does not live for others. Those who lay down their lives for the sake of a friend, or even for the sake of a stranger, will assuredly dwell forever in a world of bliss. Answer: trees selflessly provide shade and fruits for others while enduring the heat themselves. Similarly, a good man lives for the benefit of others. Like sandalwood, which gives more fragrance when rubbed, or sugarcane, which yields more juice when cut, true worth lies in selfless service. Life is meaningless if not lived for others. Those who sacrifice their lives for friends or even strangers will find eternal happiness and peace. (16) HSLC 2013. The great advantage of early rising is the good start it gives us in our day's work. The early riser does a large amount of hard work before others get up. In the early morning, the mind remains fresh, and there are few sounds or other distractions, so that the work done at that time is generally well done. In many cases, the early riser also finds time to take some exercise in the fresh morning air, and such exercise supplies him with a lot of energy that lasts till evening. By beginning the day so early, he knows that he has plenty of time to do thoroughly all the works he can be expected to do, and is not tempted to hurry on any part of it. All his work being finished in good time, he has a long interval of rest in the evening before he goes to bed. Answer: early rising provides a great advantage by giving a good start to the day's work. The early riser accomplishes more before others wake up, as the mind is fresh and free from distractions. Morning exercise in fresh air boosts energy for the whole day. Starting early ensures ample time to complete tasks thoroughly without rushing. Finishing work on time also allows for a relaxed evening before bed, promoting a balanced and productive life. 17. HSLC 2014. Everybody is eager for fortune, but very few attain it. One of the reasons is that most men do not exert themselves properly or are lacking in strength of mind. They lose heart under difficulties and give up their attempts altogether, blaming fate for their failure. They can never win the favor of the goddess of fortune. It is only those who work hard that win fortune in the end. They face their difficulties bravely. They do not mind physical hardship and do not depend on others. They may fail once or twice or even repeatedly, still they do not lose heart, but work on with patience and perseverance. Thus, success in the examination comes to a student who studies sincerely. Success in business also comes to those who work hard. The most prosperous nations are those that are industrious. Answer: everyone desires fortune, but few achieve it because they lack perseverance and give up in the face of difficulties, blaming fate. Fortune favors those who work hard, face challenges bravely, and remain independent. Failures do not discourage them. Instead, they continue with patience and determination. Success in studies, business, and even national prosperity comes through sincere effort and hard work. 18. HSLC 2015. There are books which are really no books at all, and to read which is mere waste of time, while there are others so bad that we cannot read them without great harm. It is no doubt good to be warned against temptations and dangers of life, but anything that familiarizes us with evil is in itself an evil. So also, there are others which one can read without being the better of them. By useful literature, we do not mean only what will help a man in his business or profession. That is useful, no doubt, but by no means the highest use of books. The best books raise us into a region of selfless thought where the troubles and anxieties of the world are almost forgotten. Answer: not all books are worth reading. Some are a waste of time, while others can be harmful. Familiarity with evil itself is dangerous. Some books may not cause harm, but also offer no real benefit. Useful literature is not just about professional success. Its highest value lies in uplifting the mind. The best books inspire selfless thoughts, helping readers rise above worldly troubles and anxieties. 19. HSLC 2016. It is very difficult to get rid of bad habits. So, one should be very careful that one does not form bad habits during the early years of life. Idleness is one of such bad habits. Every boy and girl should be diligent. They should avoid idleness like poison. Some of them love to remain in bed long after daybreak and get out of bed most unwillingly. Even after that, they waste time over trifles and spend as little time as they can in reading. As a result, they cannot learn much as they should. What is worse, they become so accustomed to such a bad habit that they cannot shake it off even with their greatest efforts. This bad habit then holds them hard in its coils like a large snake. Answer: bad habits are difficult to overcome, so one must avoid them from an early age. Idleness is a particularly harmful habit that should be avoided like poison. Many children waste time in bed and on trivial activities instead of studying, which hampers their learning. Over time, idleness becomes deeply ingrained and nearly impossible to break, trapping a person like a snake. Therefore, diligence and hard work should be practiced from the beginning. 20. HSLC 2017. It is easy to acquire bad habits, such as eating too much food or eating too many sweets or drinking too much fluid of any kind or smoking. The more we do a thing, the more we tend to like doing it, and if we do not continue to do it, we feel unhappy. This is called the force of habit, and the force of habit should be fought against. Things which may be very good when only done from time to time tend to become very harmful when done too often and too much. This applies even to such good things as work or rest. Some people form a habit of working too much and others of idling too much. The wise man always remembers that this is true about himself and checks any bad habit. He says to himself, "I am now becoming idle," or "I smoke too much," and then adds, "I will get myself out of this bad habit at once." Answer: bad habits are easy to acquire, whether it is overeating, excessive drinking, or smoking. The more we indulge in something, the more we crave it, making it difficult to stop. This is the force of habit, which must be controlled. Even good things like work or rest become harmful when done excessively. A wise person recognizes bad habits and takes immediate steps to overcome them. Self-awareness and discipline are essential to maintaining a balanced life.